Hello, my sparkly owlets. How are you guys doing today? We are here with another crafty Mrs. Claus series crafty project. We're going to be making these cute little ornaments to go on the tree, or they can go on the packages. There's endless possibilities with these cuties. They can go on a wreath. That would be really cute on a wreath. These are a couple that I went ahead and made up just because I wanted to play around with the supplies. So the main component to this project is these little tart dishes, and these are like, some of them, what I noticed, they say Sweden on there, so I ordered a bunch of these off at eBay, and they're fairly inexpensive, and you can get as many as 72 to 6. There's a wide variety. Some of them did have some little rust spots in them, but I feel like going with a vintage theme type crafty project, that does not matter. Plus, as you can see, you can really garb these up. You can really put a lot of items into these, and it doesn't take much to fill them up. So they all came in different sizes and shapes, so I'm not sure if you ordered the kit what size you got. I just kept the smaller ones because I felt like that having the bigger ones would give you a lot more space to be creative in, so you have more space to put things in, so to speak. So speaking of the things you put in them, in each kit it came with one of these little bags that were part of the kit. But I went ahead and opened up a couple of them because I was playing around with some of this stuff. But everybody should have gotten like some greenery, all different kind of little doodads and trinkets and things like that that you can add to your little ornament. The other thing is, when you get these ornaments, they don't come with a hole because then you couldn't make your tart, right? So we used a crocodile to punch the hole, and that was fairly simple using that tool to punch a hole into the tart dishes. What else? So basically you have your tart dishes, you have your hole punch, and then you have your goodies. And I'm using my heavy duty hot glue gun. I did notice on the little bird, when you put plastic to plastic, sometimes you really have to put a lot of glue, but I think also if you have any like E6000 or something like that, that could also help do the trick of keeping those items glued down. But overall, I used just my super heavy duty hot glue gun, and that seemed to work just fine. Okay, so let's get started. So I really don't have any idea what I'm going to be putting on this one. I actually thought about this would be a cute, like maybe make a cute little charm you could put as part of your story that you're telling within your with your journal. You could add like one of these as a little charm. So I may still do that. I'm on the fence. I was thinking I wouldn't want to make anything that would get torn up in the process, but definitely something that's more confined to the inside of the tart. And then I just used some cord to basically run through there, but also on this one I used what do you call this? Pipe cleaner to make the hanger. The other thing I did see on Pinterest was that you can make these into little baskets. So you can like put little holes, or even just glue these down inside each of the tart pans and make these into baskets. I actually have that pinned to my Christmas inspiration because I was like, well, that is just too cute, and I think it'd be really cute for Easter. Okay, so let's hop into it. I thought I would do kind of like something a little more candy style. Also, that you might have gotten one of these little greenery things. It reminds me of the fish tank greenery. The stuff you put in your fish tank. And then I thought I would do something more like along the lines of candy themed. I have a lot of candy themed items in here. Oh yeah, and if you got a kit, everybody got a little cardinal in there. It's so cute, right? It could look cute even on a windowsill or something like that. But everybody should have got a little cardinal. Lots of little trinkets, of course, candy, because sugar plums danced in their heads. You know the story. We want to have lots of little sugary items for Christmas. Oh, also, if you noticed on the back side of this, I used one of these lollipops. I just pulled the stick out and cut the little hanger off and just glue it and stuck it in the back. And I thought that made a really cute background. Okay, like I said, it doesn't take much to fill these up. So I think what I'm going to do is just, oh, and also the key item is, which if you keep the hanger in there, you know what is up. Because I did have to tear the little bird one apart because the bird was like on the side of it and not up and down. You know what I mean? Like I wasn't paying attention to where the hole was, and yeah. You know, a crafter's issues that we have. So I'm just gonna, as you can tell, I just put a ton of hot glue in there, and then I'm just gluing this in the background just to kind of fill that up. As you can tell, I did the same thing with this one, but you can't even see the greenery in the background, so it may end up being that way too. I think my hot glue gun's almost out of glue. I'm gonna have to get a glue stick out and make sure I have that handy. Okay. So the next thing is, since we're doing more of like a candy land. Oh, and you know what else I saw, which I thought was really cute, and I actually have a little candy man. Let me get that because I might be able to use it. It's in my little trinket jar. Remember we did our candy land? We have all these little candy land. Oh, and I have a ballerina, which would also be really cute in there. Oh. Yeah, I would have to take the bottom half off, but put her in there. That would be so cute. But here's my little candy dude from, I have this interesting baby that I always, oh my gosh. And then I have this little mushroom. These would be really cute. See, oh my gosh. I might have to do mushrooms. Oh. That's such a simple, oh, that's so simple. So yeah, this is just a trinket jar I've been kind of filling things up with. Endless possibilities. Okay, but we're doing candy since I forgot I had this little candy man in there. Oh, and I also saw where they used the little people from the Fisher-Price, vintage Fisher-Price, and so that looked cute too. So I think this is where I really want to add greenery on here because that I think it has a tendency to grasp the plastic. Because I noticed with my hot glue gun, you guys, and I know we all kind of experience this, even though this is like a heavy duty hot one, sometimes it's like literally melting the plastic. Sometimes it doesn't want to stay glued to shiny surfaces or plastic on plastic with the glue gun. I guess, is it made of plastic, the glue itself? Because it feels like plastic, you know? So sometimes like using E6000 would probably be a better idea, but for now, we are going to do this. Okay, so he's going to go there. And in the background, see how that these, oops, I didn't realize it still had. I really wanted to get rid of this little hanging tab. I am not shy with the glue. Also want it to be able to hang properly. Might have to cut the stick a little shorter. And I actually bought smaller lollipops, and they're somewhere. But I want to make sure I can still fit this guy on there. Oops. Let's see. So really, if you got a bigger tart thing. Oh, and the other thing I saw is that they used, I've seen where people use all kind of, you could use like a lid to like a jar of some sort for the background and make it into like an ornament background. I don't know if that's gonna stick. I'm gonna add a little bit more greenery in there. My glue stick is needed. Whoops, hot. All right. I'm just adding more glue on there to really get that to stick so it doesn't pop off. And then with these little guys, I'm going to cut that little tip off. A candy cane, these work perfectly just to pop in. Add a little glue on the end. If I could just slide that in here. If you had a little gingerbread trinket, that I have this little guy, but he's really little, itty bitty, to be the main character in this in this ornament. Okay. We're going in with the glue, the mega glue here, to get this guy to stick. But like I said, if you got a more powerful glue, that might actually do the trick. But I think this will work. And again, we want to make sure that we can still hang our ornament in place. And put it on the back side here. Hold that down. I'm actually thinking putting some little beads on there would be really cute too. Some little gems. Pour some. I'm just holding this in place so it doesn't go anywhere. Let's pour these out. Oh look, here's another little mushroom. Let's put that in our trinket jar. Okay. Okay. I could come in here and put another. Wish I had a little bit smaller candy. Pretty cute. So we went to, I guess if you saw my stories from yesterday, Brazos and I were in a car wreck, and it was not, it was terrible, terrible, terrible. everybody was okay. There was a guy that was in front of us, and I think what devastated Braz is because, you know, she works in childcare, but there was a toddler. Luckily, everybody was in their car seat, had their seat belts on, but it impacted so hard. Our airbags went off. I've never experienced that before, you guys. That was quite shocking. And I'm still, like, me and her are sore, but the guy and his family, he was in his 20s, and his aunt was in the car with him, and then the toddler, I think, was maybe his child. And so they went to, luckily the police officer told us that, you know, don't worry, he's fine. We're just going to take him just to double check, because Brazos and I both were just, you know, we were fine, but, you know, just knowing it hurt, someone else got hurt, it's just a terrible feeling. And but come to find out, the roads were really slick, and so they had been dealing with accidents all over. But anyway, needless to say, her truck is not looking good, so I don't know what's going to happen. We don't know. Okay. So that's been our story of just devastation. Okay. So we got to make fun crafts to, like, get our mind off of things, you know? Like, what are we going to do? We don't have an extra, well, my husband has a truck that he uses to haul hay around with that she could possibly use it. But I mean, if you guys know what a hay fork is, it's on the back side. It's like this big spear that comes out. Looks like a torture device. It's huge, but luckily school's going to be out, you know, soon. But then she works at daycare, so yeah, it's going to be Merry Christmas. But I told her we cannot let it kill our Christmas spirit. Everything happens for a reason. We don't know why yet, but there must be a plan in place. I did not know why when I make things, I have, like, for Christmas, I have a tendency to really go towards yellow. And I think this one is a case of the little man, you know, the gingerbread man. But I love it. I'm sitting here going, I just love yellow. And last year, if you guys remember, I did a yellow, I did a lot of yellow because of, and I have those trinkets somewhere that has a lot of yellow. Look at me, I'm like, this craft project, you guys, there's so many possibilities, and they're so cute, and they make little, like, perfect little gifts, I think. You know, especially since we did a trinket swap, I always feel like, what is this? Would this look too weird? See, and this looks really whimsical. Like, it gives it that super whimsy. Let's see what the red does. Since it's a bigger bow. Oh, that looks cute too. I'm just trying to cover up that gap there. I'm probably going to put some greenery down in there, but then I do want to add a bow. So I either have red, I have this, which kind of gives it more of a total different vibe. I like the bigger bows, and then I have this black one in here. Come out. In the meantime, all the others came out too. No black. I think I'm going to go with the red. Oops. Got bows coming out. Okay. Did I put the yellow? Nope, there's a red one. Okay. So let's add a little bit more greenery in there. And then I'm going to add the bow. The greenery helps too to really have things grasp it. Holy moly, hot. Holy moly, there's glue coming out. Made a mess. Didn't think I could move so fast. Okay. I'm going to actually pull this down to where that hoop is down in there. Okay. I'm going to hold that down and then pop this on. And I got glue on me. My finger did not feel good. You know what I could have done was just added glue to these edges here. Looks like he's wearing a little hat of the bow, doesn't it? Okay. There you go, you guys. So cute. I feel like he needs some sparkle though. Just my opinion. There needs to be some sparkle on there. But for now, I'm gonna call it good. So you guys, I cannot wait to see what you create. Be sure to use Rebecca Hoot, Mrs. Claus. I think that's the hashtag. I'll double check, but I'll put it in the link below, or the body in the comments, not comments, but in the, I'll link it. I'll put it below. I'll put the hashtag. I'll double check what it is and then make sure that I have it correctly. And then this is so cute. It kind of actually hangs to the side. I guess because of the glue, but in this big scheme of things, I think it looks really cute, even if it hangs to the side. So yeah, look at all the different types you can do. Oh my goodness. And use all the trinkets and make little memories. These make perfect little, I think these would be really cute toppers too to presents. All right, you guys, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye. And as always, stay safe, please, and stay sparkly. Bye-bye.